Ugram Pashyemakshapichrajatraha Stire Range Sushtuvagam Sastanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vridashavaha Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha Swastina Staksharyo Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspati Dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So what this is हर एक उपनिषद के शुरू में एक वर्ष है शांति पाठ बोलते हैं उसको उपनिषद का,
तो वो वाला शांति पाठ
ये वाला भद्रम करने भी मांडुक्य में है. Sometimes they have the same shanti part in different upanishads also.
अच्छा.
So we always start with that, and then we will go to where we were.
Yeah.
Where were you? Which slok were you on?
We were on Shlok 39 of chapter 3 of the Karika. Karika. So ये कारिका के भी श्लोक है इसमें, है ना? तो it is the third chapter is Advait Prakarana. And then you can start putting
And which number?
It's 39 of Advait Prakarana.
Which chapter is that?
It's chapter 3.
3. Okay.
So yeah, we had discussed, remember Asparsha Yoga last time? कि भाई उसको open up होगा यहाँ पे. So he was talking about in the previous chapter the indicative definition of what Brahman is and all that, and then we went through all that because Brahman is incomprehensible on one hand, but the people who have experienced it are telling us, you know, what it is not and then what it is. So that's where we were. And now this Asparsha Yoga. Let's do the Sanskrit verse. Asparsha Yogo Vainama.
Asparsha Yogo Vainama.
Durdasha Sarva Yogi Bhihi.
Durdasha Sarva Yogi Bhihi.
Yogino Vibhyati Yasmat.
Yogino Vibhyati Yasmat.
Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha.
Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha.
So the Sanskrit is Asparsha Yoga Vainama means Asparsha Yoga, the yoga called the touch of the untouched. Durdasha is hard to attain. Sarva Yogi Bhihi is by all seekers. क्या हुआ? मिल गया? हाँ. Yoginaha is seekers. Vibhyati is are afraid. He is for. Asmat means this path. Abhaye means fearless. Bhayadharshinaha, feel frightened. And here I want to warn again, so that because some people might just think, I don't know what he's saying. He is, as I told you, hardcore Advaitin. And he believes in like Gyan Marg. कि तुमको ज्ञान से मिलेगा. So he is telling you the difficulty in parts, you know, in kind of they call it Yog Marg बोल दो या कुछ भी. You will see how we'll open it up. कि what are the difficulties and why Gyan Marg is a very important one. Okay. But this is his perspective, and we should just try to understand what he's saying. Who's going to read? Who has a book?
I have the book. Do you want me to read that?
आपकी भी सेम है क्या आपके पास? हाँ तो आप पढ़िए.
This yoga, called the touch of the untouched, is hard to be attained by all seekers. Yogins are afraid of this path, for they feel frightened in that, where alone one can experience the true state of fearlessness.
आगे पढ़िए.
Here, Gaudapada
Gaudapad
has again dipped his brush in the guilt of his own genius to paint so vividly the idea of the sadhana of Vedanta in one incomparable expression, the
Asparsha Yoga.
There are critics who complain that this is a phrase borrowed from the literature of Buddhism and that there is no equivalent to it in the
So yeah, they're just saying that कि ये स्पर्श योगा कहीं भी नहीं है शास्त्रों में और उन्होंने ये बुद्धिज्म से लिया. But then he's going to explain how.
Students of Vedanta who sincerely try to follow the textbook need not necessarily accept this criticism. There is direct evidence in the Gita 5:21, 22 and 27 wherein the Lord has used the word sparsh meaning sense organs. Gaudapada must have coined this expression from his knowledge of the Gita.
So here sense organ and स्पर्श का ये connection है कि जब हम दुनिया को समझते हैं तो वो sense organs के through ही समझते हैं. So it's as though the sense organs go and touch those things and that's how it comes to the mind. So that's the only thing that everybody should just remember over here. तो वो स्पर्श वर्ड वहाँ से आया है. Because example है कि अगर मेरी सेंस ऑर्गन काम नहीं कर रहे हैं तो मेरे को वो वाला पार्ट दिखाई नहीं देगा. जैसे कोई अंधा होगा उसको रूप दिखेगा ही नहीं. और कोई एक बहुत अच्छा दृष्टांत है कि एक मेंढक जो है ना वो कोई दीवार पे चढ़ रहे थे और पीछे से लोग चिल्ला रहे थे अरे गिर जाएगा अरे मर जाएगा. फिर तो कई लोग नीचे वो मेंढक उतर गए. एक चढ़ता गया ऊपर पहुंच गया. तू कैसे पहुंच गया? तो बोला कि मैं बहरा हूँ.
तो उसकी और दूसरी इंद्रियां काम कर रही हैं.
हमें टच नहीं करते.
हाँ हमें टच. तो उसको जो नेगेटिव
टच नहीं करते हैं जो बाकी वर्ल्डली चीजें हैं जो हमको स्पर्श
पर मैं बता रही हूँ कि जब कोई सुनेगा ही नहीं तो उसको मालूम ही नहीं.
देख नहीं पाएंगे तो वो ब्यूटी से ये तो सुंदर नहीं है वो ग्रुप है वो ऐसा नाक है और ऐसे वो सब चीजों से हम परे रहेंगे.
Right.
In the Gita, sparsh has been used as the mental contact which an ordinary deluded one makes with the external world of objects and thereby earns for himself either joy or happiness in life. The objects of the outer world in themselves have no capacity at all to bring about any definite experience in the individual. The perceiving ego in us, wandering out into the travails of the sense objects through the indriyas, comes in contact with the external world and we ourselves project upon them our own false notions and values and thereby we give the strength for the sense objects to hoodwink and tyrannize over us ultimately. This idea is splendidly brought out in chapter 5 of the Gita. The same term is employed here by Gaudapada to make this novel term स्पर्श yoga.
अस्पर्श अभी हो गया ना. अस्पर्श उसने उल्टा कर दिया. स्पर्श को अस्पर्श बना दिया. हाँ.
To impress upon us the process of Vedanta of self-realization.
So everybody understood that how the worldly things don't have power in themselves to give us happiness or joy. It's our contact with them and then my own mind creates that.
Yeah.
That's all it's telling you.
To get our mind disconnected from its objects through the process of intellectual analysis and right understanding is the practice of Vedanta for spiritual evolution. This idea cannot be better expressed than by the term Asparsh Yoga.
So now he's telling you how to achieve this Asparsh Yoga is by disconnect from his object through the process of intellectual analysis and right understanding. So when I start giving false values to things, then I have to sit down and think about it in the context of real and unreal and all those things and why am I doing means we can do so many different ways. Each person will find their own way to do it from understanding they have, but you require that to disconnect from the mind. We know. We do it everyday life also.
Yeah,
If something is bothering us, yeah.
different.
Everybody's situation.
needs are different.
क्या टाइम हुआ है? Just so that because अब वो clock काम नहीं कर रही.
12:20.
12:20. Okay, we have 10 minutes. That's fine.
The term shows in itself a pleasant contradiction. The word yoga built up from the root user to join indicates the process by which the individual self seeks and establishes its identity with the universal self. In this process, the ego is trying to disconnect itself from the world of objects, including the body, mind, intellect, and so on, until at last it gets itself dissolved to become nothing but the self. Thus, there is in Vedanta a double process to be undertaken with equal diligence at one and the same time in order to fulfill the condition which the rishis have prescribed for self-realization.
So he's using the word asparsha yoga, right? So now he's telling you asparsh means withdrawal from this, objects through understanding, and yoga means to join. So he's saying एक तरफ तुम withdraw कर रहे हो, दूसरी तरफ ऊपर जुड़ रहे हो उनके साथ. So that's why
मतलब दुनिया से withdraw
exactly
करके और ऊपर से जुड़ रहे हो.
exactly
अपने आप
because
से जुड़
yoga
रहे हो.
means judna. You just to join. That's the word yoga has come from.
Not only is it sufficient for an individual sadhaka to meditate upon the supreme reality and its nature, but he must deliberately learn to disconnect his mind from its chains, warped out of the sense objects, and so on. Thus, on one end, there is the process of negation of the not-self, which is efficiently partnered by an equally powerful process of assertion of the eternal qualities of the self.
So here is the answer from this Bhagavad Gita, that what we were talking about, exactly that,
Yeah.
right? कि भाई दुनिया में जो हमको disconnect होना पड़ेगा, exactly what it is. You see how it is like connected, and then so you have to do, now you say which comes first, it almost like simultaneously you have to do it.
He's saying
that's
so
what I'm saying.
simultaneously.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
has to do it.
So तुम
आया,
meditation
आया,
में
आया,
बैठो and then you're connecting, but at the same time if you don't disconnect over here, you're not going to be able to. So simple.
The term Sparsha Yoga indicates, therefore, both the aspects of spiritual practice, the negative and the positive. Sparsha indicates the process of renouncing from ourselves, our false values, false and deluded attachments with the unreal, while yoga indicates the attempts of the purified ego in the seeker to discover and re-establish its identity with the real and the permanent.
So here the main thing is that false values that we give all the things around us, that's what we have to withdraw.
To discover the reality behind the delusory ghost, there are two processes to be followed. We have to get ourselves completely detached from our preoccupations with the unreal ghost notion, and also we must be able to consider upon the nature of the post.
So for the people who didn't come to the classes before, they give you this example of snake and the rope, or he talks about ghost and post. मतलब मैं रात को अगर मैं बाहर निकली और एक लैम्प पोस्ट है और मुझे वो घोस्ट दिखाई दे रहा है उसमें, बिकॉज वो अंधेरा है तो मेरे को लग रहा है घोस्ट आ गया. तो वो एक तो है कि मैं वो डर रही हूँ घोस्ट से एंड ऑल दैट, so I have to withdraw all that, but to withdraw I have to first know that it is a post also. Then I will, so that's why he's talking about ghost and post, just to make it clarify. Okay.
Both processes are to be undertaken simultaneously with equal insistence in order that ultimately we may awaken ourselves to the reality behind any given delusory perception. This double process of negation and assertion, which together fulfills the spiritual practice, is considered to be difficult even for yogins.
So he's talking about now कि क्या होता है योगा में. Okay.
In thus explaining the process to be difficult even for great yogins, the idea behind the master is not to negate totally the possibility of reaching perfection by every seeker, but on the other hand, it is only to warn the seekers on how difficult is the path of self-realization. This is not stated with any idea of discouraging the seekers, but it is an expression to warn the students to be fully diligent in their pursuits.
So he's just saying that it is difficult, but he's not scaring you. He's just telling that you have to be very diligent.
Yeah.
And then he's going to explain again.
Unlike the students of Vedanta, the yogins, meaning the Dvaitins.
No, द्वैतिन
द्वैतिन
मतलब जो लोग बोलते हैं भगवान वहाँ है मैं यहाँ हूँ तो उसको बोलते हैं द्वैतिन. हाँ.
Meaning the Dvaitins invariably feel a terrible fear in finally dissolving the separative ego center and thus getting themselves merged with the reality. They insist upon the eternal existence of both the individual ego and the total self. According to them, they want to enjoy the vision of the Supreme as an object independent from themselves. This is their only method of expressing an inward fear which they entertain in totally surrendering their egocentric personality.
So what he's trying to say over here is that Dvaitins who say that God is separate and I am separate, they like to keep that separate. उनको वो merge होने में बहुत डर लगता है कि because बोलते हैं ना कि ego पूरा खत्म हो जाता है उसमें पूरा oneness वो बस थोड़ा सा ऐसे.
In fact, the Supreme is the state of fearlessness, and yet the Dvaitins are afraid of surrendering themselves completely and ending their ego sense, and thus allow a total sovereignty for the Supreme even upon himself. Until such time that the individual has learned to surrender his total separative idea, the spiritual perfection can never be achieved and the God experience shall not be his.
So he's saying until that complete merger happens, it's not complete self-realization. That's what he's saying.
So, but why is he beating up on Dvaitis? There are many Dvaitis like Meera and so on, which did.
Meera, if you see Meera's story, in the end she became a Dvaiti too.
Well, don't know.
Yeah,
but
she went to Guru and
Yeah, she went to the Guru, and there is a very famous bhajan that she said, Bhavasagar sab sukh gaya hai वगैरह वगैरह. Somebody opened that bhajan up. फिर उसको संसार में कुछ नहीं दिखाई दिया.
वो तो खैर है, but she was Dvaiti, right? In the sense that she thought, so God, this is me, and I'm all bhakti path people are Dvaiti, right?
So here he gave the answer in this.
It all merges.
Yeah,
This is the answer it was given in this when we were going through Karika. He said कि वेदों में भी शुरू में द्वैत की बात की गई है because not everybody can swallow the Advait. It's very hard. You have to be at a different mind level to actually even accept because it's a very heavy concept. So they always start with Dvaiti, but that's not the final nirnay. That's why the Upanishad is the most important one. Ki it glorifies the Advait in the beginning, but the final conclusion of the Veda is Advait. That's the answer it was given. So it talks about both, but we have to give more importance to that because that is the final conclusion.
Yes, even the Advaitans, they tell you that you need to have a murti puja. Means you need to have a murti for starting. Unless you, means they're saying when you have a murti, you are looking at it as a Dvaitan. To start with, that's the only way to start. And then from there, as you evolve, then you can see oneness. Even our Advaitan, in the if you look at any of the Gurudev's commentary on those, that you need to have, to start with, you need to have a separate mood.
That's what I was saying, that's what is the explanation.
It helps you with that part.
But listen, when you say you don't agree, this is what they are saying, but if you don't agree,
This
meaning...
is what the Shastras say.
Yeah, but now you say why you don't agree.
No, this is what, because
You don't have to agree. It's
No, I want to hear what she has to say.
I want to say why I don't agree.
Yes, and then there is an explanation for that. So
Yeah,
I will
because-
try to.
Because it takes you longer. When you first deal Dvaiti and then you become Advaiti, If you are taught from the very beginning to be Advaiti, then you start practicing that way, and then your journey becomes.
Some people will not listen to you. They will not. उनको समझ में नहीं आएगा. It's like
घर में 4 लोग होते हैं कि सबका
नहीं, जैसे
संस्कार तो फर्क
सुनो.
है
You
सबका.
have to have the right equipment
Yeah.
to swallow Advait. If you are not in that mindset, तुमको समझ में ही नहीं आएगा.
No, but she's saying if you start from the beginning. Miss, I think maybe it's right at that point, but how many people start that?
Yeah, it's very hard. Like
Because सबका अलग-अलग
जैसे
संस्कार
पहले
अलग
हमारा
कैसे
सारा
होगा.
system, education system was with gurukuls.
But now it's
and-
not.
Yeah.
So that's what they're saying, that
Yeah.
you to
नहीं, that is because you got Arya Samaj की background ना. That's why you're saying that.
पर सुनो, इवन वेदांत की क्लास में कि कम लोग होंगे. आप एक पूजा रख लो
right. There'll be
और
thousands.
जय माता दी बोलना शुरू करो, 50 लोग आ जाएंगे.
Even
Arya
गुरुकुल
Samaj-
कितने लोग जा सकेंगे गुरुकुल में?
You know,
वो
so-
discipline
so
you won't
to-
be able to take.
It is where you are, but what he is saying is that this is a final goal, and मीरा का भी it is
Yeah,
a known
so
fact
that's what I want
कि
to
जब तक
say,
उसको
like-
गुरु नहीं मिले ना, वो द्वैत में थी
हाँ,
और
yeah,
उसका
that's
उसका
what
ना
I
पेन
want-
खत्म नहीं हो रहा था. उसके सारे गाने देखो आप.
Yeah, मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि
pain में
Dvait
थी वो.
is bad, but I'm saying like if we can practice Advait from the very beginning.
अरे
then
बाबा
the-
perfect in Bhagavad Gita. Now that we are doing it, when उस अर्जुन विषाद हुआ ना, उसको पूरे सेकंड चैप्टर में भगवान ने शुरू ही अद्वैत से किया. Is you are crying and all that, and you are in shock, and on one hand you're talking like a pandit. तेरे को शोभा नहीं देता because पंडित लोग शोक नहीं करते. So but, and we also discussed in Upanishad, they always start with the highest knowledge. They say if you got it, the teacher doesn't need to waste time. Go and become a teacher yourself. But then he lowers himself. It does talk about Advait right away. But not everybody, even we also get stumped. अद्वैत में अगर हम लोग शुरू में ही होते तो हम लोग बैठेंगे मेडिटेशन में तो हम लोग तो सेल्फ रियलाइज हो जाएंगे.
यहाँ पर कोई भी अद्वैत में नहीं है ना, तो एक क्लास में आने की जरूरत नहीं होती.
या सो अद्वैत इज बात करना बहुत इजी है, लेकिन उसको आत्मसात करना और उसको मतलब एस्टैब्लिश होना, सो उसके लिए बहुत प्रोसेस चाहिए. एंड देन दैट वी हैव टू, ईच वन हैज टू फिगर आउट मेरे में क्या वीकनेस है, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीथिंग, इंटेलेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग हम सभी को है अद्वैत और द्वैत दोनों की. You know, the fact that we are sitting and contemplating upon it, we
But
do
the thing is,
understand.
your own practice, वो हम ये क्लास है मोक्ष की, तो अपने अपना
But अभी हमको
अपना
tweak
सोचना
करना
है.
पड़ेगा और कहाँ से, लेकिन
अभी
कि हम अपना
तो he is not bashing Advait, but he is just saying कि वो लोग कहाँ जाके रुक जाते हैं. और इसमें भी उन कार्यक्रम में उन्होंने warn किया इस बात को.
I'm giving one example, okay? In my own family, this particular lady will get up 4 o'clock, and until 6 o'clock she's busy with bathing Krishna, feeding Krishna, literally doing all
I
that.
think that's great.
That might be great, but I was not seeing any improvement in her mental.
How do you know?
But we don't know,
We
really,
don't know.
we don't know.
See, that's another thing we got to, if you want to study Vedanta, we have to drop everything about other people, what they're doing, because you don't know where they are. You know, and my mom was the simplest person.
No,
She would
I
do similar
saw
things.
that.
But she was very high in spirituality now that I look back.
No,
You know?
I just
Maids.
observe. I
Very often you see
I
the
don't
maids,
say
you know,
anything to
kitne-
her that why do
It's
you
not
do
our
all
place
this?
to say
Yeah,
it,
it was not my thing. Like मैं उसको criticize करूँ, but मैं अपने level से I was seeing that that might be another. way.
Sometimes those people are 10 times ahead of us. That
Yeah.
we keep thinking and talking about that, but they are such simple-hearted people. They will take care of other people. They are so loving. कोई बता रहा था कि एक lady थी, उसकी पूरी साधना ये थी कि वो कोई भी आता था उसको खाना खिलाती थी, बस. चाहे कोई चोर आ जाए, चाहे डाकू आ जाए, चाहे और उसको बुखार होता था ना, तो भी वो उठ रही है, अजी खाना खा लो. तो बोले कि तू बेवकूफ है क्या, तेरे को बुखार है, तो तेरा पीपल आर टेकिंग एडवांटेज ऑफ यू. इससे मेरे भगवान आए हैं.
No, but,
Imagine.
Yeah, yes.
yeah, it might be her journey,
She
but
got
her
it.
Yes,
daughter,
it is.
but her daughter
This is
took
same,
her to
This is all
what
of
is
them
that?
together.
Yeah.
Those are
Not
separate
self-realization. There is another path. What is that? Art of living. Her daughter took her to art of living because her her husband was sick and tired of it. That she gets up for 4 o'clock and till 6 o'clock she's busy in making special food, doing this, doing this, doing this.
Everybody has their own, really.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
just
I think
giving
that
the
it's,
example.
basically what it is that spiritual journey is very an inward thing, number one. And why somebody is doing what they are doing, we don't know. So I think.
No, I'm just listen to the whole thing. Then her daughter took her to Art of Living, and there she learned to practice whatever they are teaching. And that's through her I came to know that Art of Living is a very good
Yeah,
path also.
it's great, absolutely.
And then she left those things and she started practicing all those. You know, she will get up and
And do a Kriya, so Russian Kriya.
So you mean she progressed? Do you know maybe that was needed for her to do this?
Yeah.
Because that's what they say, is that you have to start at the lower level. If you're not there, you have to sit down and do this Dvait thing. And here he's going to talk about it now. Even in Bhagavad Gita, he started from the highest. ऐसे तो ये नहीं कर सकता तो ये कर, ये नहीं कर सकता तो ये कर. And then in chapter 13 it is, I think, no, chapter 12, which is a Bhakti Yog में उसने सबसे पहले शुरू किया कि exactly द्वैत और अद्वैत की बात. उसने पूछा, on one hand you are telling me that highest knowledge and Brahman is one and all that. फिर उसको विश्व रूप दिखाया था उन्होंने. So now you are saying कि I can, and he said कि you should worship this. So now you are telling me that worship this. तो भगवान ने बोला कि it does not matter which path you take, but I will also tell you that Advait part is a hard one, number one, and it is more important that you develop these values. To this may and the way Swami Ji explains it, that whether you eat with a spoon or you eat with your hand, you're going to get a nutrition anyway.
So Advait part
So it doesn't matter.
Same as Gyan Marg? No.
Gyan.
Advait is Gyan Marg, yes. And Dvait is when I see
Bhakti
duality.
Marg.
But to begin with, you need that, like he's saying. That people who, there are maybe some Advaitis, जैसे कि जो बचपन से वैरागी होते हैं भाई. In history में बहुत सारे लोग हैं ऐसे. Shukdev ji, I heard that he was born and he was a vairagi more than even his father.
जो पहले के spiritual school थे, they don't go with, there are some schools they don't go with Dvait Marg at all. From the very beginning, they teach you.
They will teach you, but they will also tell you the साधना मार्ग में द्वैत आएगा. अगर तुमको नहीं वो जेल हो रहा है, जैसे कि किसी गुरु के पास भी जाओगे ना, तो वो सभी को नहीं बोलेगा सभी बैठ के ऐसे बैठ जाओ. वो हर एक को डिफरेंट प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देगा. एंड द एनालॉजी इज कि तुम डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे तो किसी को फ्लू हुआ है, किसी को कैंसर हुआ है, किसी को कुछ हुआ है, तो सबको थोड़ी बोला एक ही दवाई दे दे. तो वो उसको एनालिसिस करेगा उसका कि वो कहाँ पर है. किसी को मंत्र देगा गुरु, किसी को बोलेगा जाके मेडिटेशन करो, किसी को बोलेगा ये करो.
Sanatan is a very huge
yes
field.
so you cannot किसी को हर एक जन को सेम लाठी से तुम नहीं कर सकते हो, हाँक सकते हो. You have to see where the person is, and what example you are giving me of that lady, what she did prepared her to do that other stuff, for God's sake. So we cannot discount it, what she was doing.
The very fact of getting up in Brahm Muhurat
Exactly.
is the main
आप
thing.
उठ के दिखाओ 4 बजे और 3 घंटा किसी में मन लगा के दिखाओ, हम लोग भाग जाएंगे सब.
हम लोग उठेंगे नहीं.
और मतलब उतनी भक्ति अगर किसी में जागृत हो गई तो फिर ही वो पात्र बन जाएगा नेक्स्ट लेवल में जाने के लिए. So we cannot discount those things at all. It's very, very important for
and
us.
even in Art of Living they don't, because I've been through Art of Living and they are very nicely they teach you, and Guruji is so compassionate.
Oh yeah, I've heard him.
And उनकी जो एक शास्त्र वगैरह ना बहुत अच्छा उसका मिले.
And I think that एक example मुझे बहुत अच्छा याद
I
है.
became very curious about it, and I attended Art of Living. I went to her. I said,
Very nice.
the thing which changed her so much, I want to see what.
But that is her journey that you cannot take in isolation कि वहाँ जाने से ही हो गया. एक बहुत अच्छी दृष्टांत है ये कि एक आदमी था, वो एक गुरु के पास गया और बोला कि मेरे को ना ब्रह्म ज्ञान चाहिए. तो वो गुरु बोला कि मेरे को कौन देगा ब्रह्म ज्ञान. तो उसने एक डिस्क्राइब किया कि तू ना यू गो लुकिंग अराउंड इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड तू जब एक जगह पे पहुंचेगा जहाँ पर ऐसी ऐसी खुशबू आ रही होगी, वो वाला गुरु तेरे को देगा ब्रह्म ज्ञान. तो ये बेचारा गया 3-4 साल घूमता रहा, पता नहीं क्या क्या उसको करना पड़ा. घूमते घूमते फिर ही वाज लाइक उसको खुशबू आई वही वाली. तो बोला हाय मेरे को गुरु मिल गया. आंखें खोली तो सेम आदमी बैठा था सामने. तो बोला गुरु जी पागल हो क्या, मेरे को क्यों वहाँ पे भटकाया. तो बोला तू तैयार नहीं था. तो वो 4 साल जो घूम घाम के वो आया, उसको जो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ तब वो तैयार हुआ.
There
तब
are
वो
certain questions like
I love this
I'm-
time.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I'm a mother, and when I start my family life, then I decide, okay, what kind of values, what kind of things I'm going to create in my family. So, should I start with Murti Puja or should I start with meditation? And this was the question in my whole life.
Introduce
And-
them both. They will pick
and-
up what they are.
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
I,
the four children will be all
never,
different.
I never introduced them with Murti Puja because I'm completely...
Which is okay too. And if they, you know what, if they want to do मूर्ति पूजा उन कहीं से सीख के आएंगे, आपको बताना भी नहीं
No,
पड़ेगा।
no,
पर हम लोग थोड़ी 24 घंटे उनको पकड़ के
Yeah,
रख
I
सकते
never
हैं।
introduced.
अरे
because
एक फैमिली
I
में
wanted
चार
to-
लोग चार बात करते हैं। My
कोई
husband,
हनुमान करेगा,
he
कोई
does his one
दुर्गा
puja
करेगा,
1 hour
कोई
in the
कुछ।
morning. He said, that's what gives me peace. ये तेरा क्लास तू ही जाके कर, you know. So just like it's okay, and you know
Okay, I
he's
think
has
we have only one small paragraph left.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, we still have. I thought we
Yeah,
are
there's
done.
one
Okay.
I thought we were
Let's
done.
finish
The
this.
Sansaran who leads a finite life of sorrows is a Sparsh yogin. The God-man who is living the infinite life of eternal truth is an Asparsh yogin.
I think
Conclusion is it?
No,
है ना?
I think the first one should be Sparsh Yoga, I think.
Sparshes. So I'll read
Should
the
have
sentence
been
because this is a conclusion. मैंने वहाँ पर the sansarin who leads a finite life of sorrow is an sparsha yogin.
Is an Asparsh?
Sparsh. S-P-A-R-S. The way we say it,
Right, this is wrong. here.
sparsh. And the God man who is living the infinite life of eternal truth is a sparsha yogin.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
So एक हो स्पर्श और एक
So it's
अस्पर्श.
written wrong in the book.
या इसमें दोनों में अस्पर्श लिखा
अच्छा अच्छा दोनों
That's
में
what-
लिखा है तो गलत है.
दोनों है या दिस क्रॉस
I know, I pointed out.
Because there are two different
Is
books.
A. Now read A separately from Sparsh. Is
No,
A
no, this
Sparsh?
together in our book it's the same word.
No,
both
that is
the times.
this thing edition, later edition.
Okay,
they
so
must
उसमें
have
कुछ
given
गलती हो गई है but
तो इसमें
ओरिजिनल
गलती
में
है।
and that makes sense कि एक है स्पर्श
Yeah,
योगा और
it's
एक है
Sparsh,
स्पर्श
it's
योगा.
Sparsh.
So this is what we can do. The very great discussion is happening. We close the class because हो गया फिर lunch time पे we can discuss more.
Okay. ये चलते रहेगा।
अभी बंद कर सकते हैं.
Yeah.
हो गया आपका?
Because Joe does a very good job.